everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Detroit Lions. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A run there on first down. There on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And they'll get him down about 3. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Fights through, and now a crease. 31 yards there, and a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to pump the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead, and they've got the football as well, 1st and 10.